April 7th, 2022. It's interesting because Eyewitness News did something with, I think, Rent Cafe is what they're quoting, who did a study. I don't know how they do these studies. I don't know how they start these studies. I don't know what's involved in these studies. But they have their societal agreed upon whatever that they're putting out, whether it's the thing is that in New York, nothing is accurate that comes through this television. I mean, like, I try to make it as accurate as possible by between skew and the spew, SKEW and SPEW, but it is really difficult. Like, I'm in this, not this particular room, but the blue room where I am normally is 120 square feet. But I don't have money to pay linen in lieu. It's the same room that I was born, same size room that they took me home from the hospital and put me in. So that was it. But how there's two things back to back on this afternoon's news, and it's April 7th, 2022. One is how far will 1,500, that's 1 comma 500, that's $1,500 go in New York for a US dollar metric. And in Queens, they have a specific square footage. My square footage is substantially less that I'm stuck in or that I'm in at the moment. But in comparison to like Long Island square footage, or even when I went to the new housing communities down in Virginia, it was 4,000 square feet. And I think my mortgage payment was 1,800 for 4,000 square feet. Here, it's not 4,000 square feet or SQFT. The metric in New York, that was Virginia, in New York, it's closer. It's less than 400. A whole other zero is missing completely on the metric system. So this is what it sounds like and looks like. And then they go into, in New York, like old adage of whatever they use the metric for, something between a slice of pizza and a subway ride, which they used to be like steady, like hand in hand pricing wise, but like the amount of extortion that goes on in New York right now, pizza's like $3.75, $4.25, somewhere around there, a slice for just one slice. That would be 3.75 US dollars. Where the subway, the last I rode was at 2.25 US dollars. So there's a disparity, and the price of pizza has gone up significantly. But the subway has stayed, I mean, it's gone up, but it's stayed still. It's right now trending below what food costs for a slice of pizza on the streets in New York. And in Manhattan, the slice of pizza might be even more expensive. I'm not sure.
How far will $1,500 go when it comes to renting apartments in our area? Well, according to a study by Rent Cafe, the worst deals in the country are in, Manhattan.
So I'm in this section. But if I was not living in New York State and I wasn't in this county, that's a county or a borough, BORO. And if I was living in the state of Virginia, the square footage and the amount of monthly housing expense would be substantially, one would be higher, one would be less, in the more comfortable living arrangement way.
Manhattan, where $1,500 a month gets you a mansion like 262 square foot apartment. In Queens, that bumps up to 300.
I mean, this square footage, it's like a closet. I mean, it's your entire living arrangement is probably about where I am in this room right now, where there's one bed, there's the one wall, there's the other wall. And for that in Manhattan's around 1,500. I mean, the prices are absolutely ridiculous. And then for employment, to only make 38,000 in US dollars and try to have 3 kids in something like, it's impossible.
199 square feet. Head to Jersey City, you can get a 410 square foot apartment, but your dollar goes even further in.
It's literally setting my generation up for failure. After Lynn and Lou already failed. And it's been 43 years I've been here. I don't see any effort made to correct it.
Further in Newark, where $1,500 can get you an 800 square foot apartment.
Wow, a downright palace. Mm-hmm. Wow. It is now more expensive to grab a slice of pizza in New York than it is to catch the subway. Yep, New Yorkers are now paying a little more than $3 to enjoy a slice. But you're paying less to catch a ride at $2.75. According to published reports, the two have hovered around the same price fairly. For years, the theory has been called the pizza principle.
The pizza principle? I wonder who's at the ISO that actually knows the real person who can answer on that officially.
New Yorkers were able to tell how much a ride would be according to the price of a slice, but higher prices for ingredients has now changed the standards. So it's way cheaper to ride the subway.
Still tastes good, the pizza. That'll do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at noon. I'm Joe.
It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, it's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.